Insidious Chapter 2. The story is a family tired of hauntings realizes something followed them back from beyond. Worth watching as a fan of the franchise? Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe for more one good thing. Why don't you ask your dice? Since Insidious 1 is a bit of a comfort horror movie for me, and as an unapologetic fan of James Wan and Lee Winnell, I genuinely love everything Insidious 2 sets out to do and accomplishes. Chapter 2 starts off with a scene of young Josh Lambert, his mother Lorraine, spiritual liaison Elise, and her partner in scares, Carl, all performing an astral projection experiment with the terrified kid in order to better understand the spirits haunting him. Then we cut to modern day, where it's more than obvious to us, the audience, that something has followed Josh back from the further at the end of the first movie, while everyone tries to make excuses for his behavior. During the grieving process, Elaine's ghost hunter friends Specs and Tucker are reunited with Carl as they begin to search for Elise's otherworldly guidance on mysterious things that keep on happening. While all this is going on, Renee and her kids are becoming more aware that their husband/dad is off, but since he's the patriarch and they're desperate for normalcy, they continue to let things slide while a possessed Josh tries desperately to keep his sanity intact. One of the gimmicks of the movie, of which it has many, is Carl's method of otherworldly communication, which involves these dice that he rolls and searches for words amongst the scattered letters. When Carl goes to the Lambert residence to confront Josh and sedate him so they can try and replace whatever soul is using his body as a vessel, Josh menacingly talks about the dice as if he's aware of their purpose. This could only be true if Josh was present for a rolling reading, which he was not. The ghost possessing him, however, he could have gotten that information from other ghosts as part of the process. Ooh. So when Josh returns from another room with something behind his back, Carl asks what he has. Josh menacingly smirks, stating, "Why don't you ask your dice what I'm holding behind my back?" Carl reluctantly rolls, the dice clearly spelling out knife. Josh attacks. The third act kicks into high gear as Patrick Wilson lets his inner crazy out in full force. I love that these movies have a classical slow burn pacing while throwing enough twists and turns to keep a modern audience entertained. I love gimmicks in horror movies like this, especially character-based ones. The dice here are used for world building, laughs, trickery, and tension. They aren't used all throughout the movie as it's one and only defining source of scares and spiritual conversation. It's just one of many being expertly wielded by filmmakers comfortable with the material. But you don't need dice to know that I'm personally a big fan of this franchise. I'll happily tell you, fuck it, 5 stars!